What is going on, guys? Grave here. Welcome to the Division 2. Now, this was a game that I did not play the beta. I was not expecting to pick this game up, to be honest, because while I did play the first Division a lot, really enjoyed it, in my opinion, it stayed broken for way too long. The only time the game was really solid, in my opinion, was the very last update they did a long time after the game had already been out. I'm not a fan of third-person multiplayer, so the Dark Zone is not my thing at all. And I felt that the original Division focused more on PvP at endgame than PvE. I'm more of if I'm going to play a third-person shooter-looter, I'm more interested in, just personally for me, in the PvE side of it. With that being said, the reason I picked this up was there's a couple of game writers that write for different websites that I really kind of, not really just trust their reviews, but also a lot of times I agree with a lot of things they say. So when I started seeing positive things from these writers about this game, I said, I'm going to have to give it a look. And I will say this plays 100 times better as of right now than the original Division did. And a lot of people are going to look at it, and I almost had the same feeling the first couple of hours that I played. It almost feels just like the Division 1, but when you get into it more and more, it feels a lot better than the Division 1. One of the things that is great to me is, of course, I play on the original PlayStation, so I don't have a Pro or an Xbox One X or anything like that. So the graphics aren't astonishing, but the graphics are improved. But just the attention to detail and the places that you see in Washington, D.C. makes you feel like a tourist with a gun, pretty much. I mean, it is just a lot of sights and sounds that are very, very cool while you're running around fighting all of these different factions. The game also feels more alive than the first game did. There's a lot more going on in the open world while you're just roaming around. The movement and gunplay feels like it's an improvement, so it's kind of a quality of life improvement. And for me personally, for a sequel, you don't want the game to be completely different, but you want some different aspects and some improvements on the original. And I think this, so far, the Division 2 has definitely done that. Some other things that I really like about it is you feel like you're rewarded now for roaming around and searching areas. And there's a lot of nooks and crannies, and you can just kind of tell the design that went into the game. There's a lot of things you can find, maybe weapons, maybe gear. It may be types of different things, clothing or cloth or materials of any sort. And you feel like you are rewarded for kind of going out and not just shooting and looting, but also kind of spending time to find your way around the map and kind of going on your own adventure looking for different things, different kind of cases, caches, whatever the case may be. And another thing I think that makes the game enjoyable is it has a very fun combat system. The combat is fun and enjoyable, and I think that's an improvement from the first game as well. To begin with, like I said, it felt like the original game, but the more I got into the combat, the more enjoyable it felt to me. A little bit more excitement, and I want to keep playing. Where the first game was exciting, yes, because it was something new, but it did get old after a while. This game, it has that feeling where it's going to be continuously exciting every day when you get on and log in, when you get to end game. Now, some things I don't like about it: the story is definitely lacking. It's not a horrible thing, but it is kind of a downside in my opinion. And here on console, especially on PS4, I know some of you out there on Xbox have had some of these issues as well, as I've heard. There's a lot of frame rate issues and dropping, and you have to turn the game off and turn it back on if you start experiencing that frame rate, which is kind of just a thing that's kind of annoying to have to do, but it is there, so I was going to mention that. Overall, I think it's going to be a good game if they continue to do these free updates as they talk about, and or as they have talked about, and they are good free updates. Also, if they focus more on PvE, I will be excited about it. I know a lot of you out there are Dark Zone fans. I have not even gone in the Dark Zone yet, so I'm not going to touch on that in this video. But as long as they concentrate on both things for PvE players and PvP players, I think this will be a lot better experience, in my opinion, than the first game. I'm going to have to wait and see on that months down the road. Is it going to be more of the Dark Zone kind of focused things, or is it going to be more PvE kind of focused things? I'll have to wait and see on that. But overall, guys, right now I'm really enjoying it. So if you're kind of on the fence like I was, definitely give it a try. In my opinion, it's your money, you do what you want, but I think a lot of you out there will enjoy it. And if you've never played the Division before, I think it'd be a good time to try this game out, because as of right now, it's a lot better experience than the original game was. Anyway, guys, if you liked it, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.